Kansas Masonic Foundation is a philanthropic arm of all the Kansas Masons. Masons are really known for their quiet philanthropy. You usually don't hear about the things that we do. They just do it. And in the old days, they would just pass the hat and collect some money and be able to relieve somebody in the community or do something good for them. But through the Kansas Masonic Foundation, this is something that we have, through careful stewardship of funds that are given to us, to be able to do so much more than just the pass the hat.
We are in the Kansas Masonic Cancer Research Institute building. We have 5 floors of basic cancer researchers. The KMF was sort of like, the initial investors. They were like the family and friends that believed in us to get us going. One of the initial programs was to take our cancer prevention and screening efforts out into the community by partnering with local lodges. We've seen over 10,000 people come through those screening and prevention fairs. So it's been huge.
This particular scholarship program is very unique. Academics are important, but they're also looking for a person who has a sense of life, a sense of purpose that has contributed to their high school or their community.
Thanks to the Kansas Masonic Foundation, I can now go to K-State and get my major in marketing and not have to worry about the financial stress that it puts on me and my family.
There is no foundation that does the kind of work the Masons do for my student body.
The Kansas Masonic Foundation, which touches out to all the lodges in Kansas, put together the Kansas Masonic All-State High School Marching Band in 1984. Since that time, we've had almost 6,000 students go through that band camp from all across the state.
We march for kids, like for the Shriners patients, and we even get to go meet them. And that's my favorite part, actually, about camp.
We thought it was very important for us to be active in the honor flight that started here in Leroy 10 years ago.
We pair up 24 of our local veterans with 24 high school students, and we take a 2-day trip to Washington, D.C. to honor them and see their memorials.
With the help of the Kansas Masonic Foundation, we're able to send more and more veterans on these honor flights.
It meant a lot to me. It meant a lot. And I think it means a lot to any veteran that has a chance to go.
Because of this partnership with Kansas Masons, they're really on the front line of socially integrating this great generation of 3.9 million veterans who, without this, may get to their communities and struggle, never feel connected, and leave, and just never really have a gainful employment and an independent civilian life that they so deserve after their military service. Kansas Masons are making that a reality for our veterans. We get to take all of our expertise that we're delivering directly to Fort Riley or to our military connected students here. We get to deliver that all over the state of Kansas through partnership with Kansas Masons. And that is profoundly unique and a great opportunity to do so.
Well, being involved in the public is one of our high priorities. We want people to see what our fraternity does and what we're able to do and how we can help them.
Kansas Pride is about helping community leaders come together in order to address community issues in their particular community. Through the Kansas Masonic Foundation's gift to us, we've been able to hire additional personnel so that we can go out and better support the 70 Pride communities across Kansas. And also it's going to enable us to expand the number of Pride communities.
The Kansas Masonic Foundation is, on behalf of the Kansas Masons, was looking for scientific, educational, and charitable endeavors. This one was a great marriage of getting into the communities as well as supporting our educational endeavors. And when we found out about the entrepreneurship program, it was a great match.
I think the importance is to give the students an opportunity to show their vision, show what it is that they think the future might be in some of these projects.
I received a kidney from my daughter, and with the cost of medication, and even though we had insurance, we fell into what they call the donut hole. And so we had huge medical bills, and I approached some of my good friends, my brothers at Lodge, and explained to them that we were in this situation. I was confident that somehow they would help me.
Fulfilling our obligation fund has been great. It gives matching or more funds, and in this case actually gave extra money beyond what the Lodge donated. Even if we hadn't had money to give to them, the KMF matching or fulfilling our obligation fund would have been very helpful in that regard.
It's a wonderful program, and we as Masons need to support it because you never know when it's going to be you. I was cruising along and, contributing and helping other brothers, and then suddenly it was me.
The foundation is the conduit for us to help others, and as we help others, we certainly give back in meaningful ways.
It's one of the things we do at every meeting is to say, who's in distress and what can we do for them? And sometimes we can do that as an individual, sometimes we can do it as a lodge. A lot of times we try to reach out and be able to do something even bigger. That's when we contact the foundation as a lodge and say, hey, we need some more support. We want to do something bigger. We want to provide something that's extremely positive to our community. It's our community. We live there.